Hey guys, welcome back. So I had a special request on how to comp stuff that you want to sell on eBay. Hey guys, I'm just gonna interrupt this video real quick. I realized when my friend pointed out to me that I totally forgot to shout her out and tell everybody who gave me the great idea for this video, and that was Samantha over at Bell Resells. So really sorry, Sam. I really didn't mean to leave you out of the video. I'm just really bad at doing these parts where I talk to the camera, and it makes me a little uncomfortable, and I just don't really like to. And I just picked the one clip that I felt like I stuttered the least in. So again, I just wanted to apologize to Sam. Everybody should go check out her channel. She is much better at talking to the camera than I am, and definitely much more of a natural being on camera. So anyway, guys, thanks. I didn't really mean to have to interrupt this. I'm just a dumbass. So please go check out her channel. And she has a lot of wonderful ideas for videos and stuff like that. And I get a lot of good feedback and good ideas from her. So, Sam, I'm really sorry. I really didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the video, guys. So I'm going to take you guys through a couple of different examples of how I do that and how I decide what to buy to flip, or even how I started by reselling stuff that was in my own house. So come on, let's go take a look at that. All right, so we are over here. This is my little makeshift workstation. I'm going to show you an example of how we're going to look something up by typing in a model number, which you can do with most electronics, how you can look something up and check the sell-through rate with a barcode, and then how we can use the camera function on the phone to look up something that maybe you don't know how to look up, and it's just easier to get an example of it by taking a picture of it and processing it through eBay. All right, now here we are on our eBay app. So what we are going to do, we're going to start off with this Super Nintendo controller. We are going to flip that controller around, and on the very back of it, there is a model number. You actually don't need to type out exactly what it is when you're looking up a model number, so we're just going to type in just the model number. So that's SNS-005. You see here, it pulls up all these different things. We're going to want to select the one that has, what I like to do is select the one that has the most information. So Super Nintendo controller, SNS-005 OEM. We're going to hit that, and we're going to see here that there are currently, if you look at the bottom of the results, there are 160 results found. And you can see that they're going for around 22, 2150, 25 free shipping. So you get a general idea of what that people are asking for them. I'm gonna go over here. You're going to hit this filter button in the corner. It's gonna bring up a menu. You're gonna go down, because we haven't found what we're looking for exactly. You're gonna go down to show more, and it's gonna bring down even more menu options. And right down in the middle here is this sold items and completed items. Now you could hit completed items, and it's going to show you items that sold, it's going to show you items that have finished that may not have sold, or you can hit sold items and it will click both of them automatically for you. And you see here we had 160 that had shown up for sale, and there are 363 results. So what you would do from here is you see how often that they're selling. There were 2 that sold today, and then probably 5 or so that sold 2 days ago. And, you can just keep going and going and going until you find something that is comparable to the item that you have. So this controller in particular is pretty dirty, but I will actually end up cleaning it so I can ask for a little bit more money. So what I would do is select an item. We'll say right here. And then we can go down to sell similar or sell one like this. And that's how I would start my listings. That's just how I personally do it. But we're going to move on to how we can now use the search function to look up something that has a barcode. So this is the easiest way to know. For most things that I pick up, I try to look for stuff that has a barcode like this. I know there's certain stuff like, antique books and stuff like that, they don't have a barcode, so that's where you would want to type in the name of the book into the search function yourself manually, or you could go and take a picture of the book and maybe it'll come up that way. But we're going to go the easy route, and we're going to go for our barcode scanner here. And we're going to hold that right up to the barcode here on this copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 for the Xbox One. And we see here that there are 429 results. And just like before, we are going to hit the filter button, show more, and go down to solds. And we see here there are 682 sold. So that's really good, because that means that it has more than 100% sell-through rate. Sell-through rates are something that are pretty important if you want to learn how to determine whether or not you should pick something up based off of its sell-through rate. Leave a like and a comment on this that says sell-through, and I will make sure to make that one of my next videos coming up. Now we're going to go through this Phillies hat. Now, I know how to look this up because there are indicating factors on it. For one, it's a new era 5950 fitted hat. Here's the size and the Cooperstown collection. But the one thing that I wouldn't really know, and some of my friends out there who are colorblind might not know. I know I have a friend who he really couldn't see any colors at all. They might not know what the colorway on this hat is. And I honestly wouldn't know what descriptive colorway to use to describe this hat either. But I will try to take a picture of it and see if I get any results. Now, this doesn't always guarantee that you're going to get a result. But let's find out here. We're going to take the picture. Camera flash goes off. And we have a nice little listing here where we can find similarly priced items, or similar items that have almost the same types of designs. See here. The problem with this is you're not going to automatically get the perfect result every time. So we'll try it again. Let's try a different part of the hat with this little World Champions logo on it. And no, see. This is the hardest way to use the comp. You can try to use this with Google Lens, and it works very similar the same way. You take a picture and show it. But let's go back to our copy of Red Dead Redemption. Let's take a picture of that cover. You see here. So the funny thing is, when you take a picture of something, it's going to show you basically every result that's on eBay. See down here it says there's 7,500,000 results. Well, the funny thing is, when you take a picture, you can also not, I believe, turn on solds. Or you can. I've never actually done that with something that was this common. Most of the time, I just have looked at it with something that's very uncommon. But yeah, so that shows you just how many things, and I bet we would have to scroll quite a while to find something that is not, yes, the results are helpful, that are not a Red Dead Redemption. Try it again one more time, because like I said, I think that this is the most difficult way to look an item up. And again, you see here, take the picture of this Nintendo NES controller, or SNES controller, and 3 million results, and sold results, 1 million results. Very, very funny. But yeah, that is basically a step-for-step guide of how I do my search listings. So there you go, guys. That's basically how I do my search listings when I'm trying to comp something out. And like I said, there's more in-depth ways you can do. You just have to mess around with it. I think the easiest way is definitely doing the barcode scanning or looking up model numbers. And then you want to compare those, how many are listed versus how many are sold, and how much the cost of the item is wherever you're picking it up, whether it be at a yard sale or a flea market or a thrift store, and decide based off of that if it's worth picking up. I try to pick up anything that shows results that where there's at least, like if there's 100 listed and 80 sold, or that might be worth selling for me. It might even be worth selling for me if there's 100 listed and only 60 sold, but the 60 that have sold for $100. So like it all depends on my cost of goods and everything like that. So there's a lot of different factors, but if you like this type of content, just make sure to leave a comment below, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.